Welcome to the distributed generation and microgrids. This is Dr. Ramu S. So first we will discuss about the unit number 1 in this. Unit number 1 is interconnection, issues and standards of DZ. So interconnection issues and standards of DZs. First we will discuss what is a DZ, and in this subject we will discuss about what is a DZ, distributed generation, and what is a microgrids. In first unit we will discuss about what are the uh, standards required for distributed generation, and once you connecting to the consumer the load side or grid side, what are the interconnection problems issues that we will discuss in unit number 1. So the first one is concept of distributed generations, DZs, and distributed energy resources, DERs. The next we will discuss DER topologies, selection of sources, the distributed sources, and dependency on storage facilities, storage systems. Then what are the regulatory standards for framework for each and every electrical system? The IEEE giving a certain standards. We have to follow the standards. For DZ, for interconnection of DZs or interconnection of DZs with the grid, they have a standard of IEEE 1547 that we will discuss in unit number 1. And after that we will discuss about DZ installation classes, what are the different classes are there for installation of DZ, and what is the security issues when you are implementing the DZ, that we will discuss, and attend the the grid code. Every country have own grid codes. Some countries they have more than two number of grid codes, like European country they have a two grid codes, and depends on like what is the required, how grid effectively work. Like the job of grid is to maintain the proper voltage and the frequency. And so the Indian power grid also have own grid code, that also will discuss it, and islanding and non-landing systems. So first, prior to that, what is a grid? First, what is electrical grid? The electrical grid is interconnection of the generation and transmission and distribution with some control centers. See here, an electrical grid is a network of synchronized power providers, that means generations and consumers, that are connected by the transmission and distribution lines operated by one or more control centers. So in this point, what are the power providers? In power providers, we have a public providers, power providers, and private power providers. Like public providers, the government, uh, the government power generating stations, hydro or thermal or nuclear, and private power providers. Example is Reliance or Jindal, or in Andhra GMR they have a power plants. So the grid is interconnects the generation and transmission, distribution, and consume. It will give the transmit. It will give a effective power to the consumer by operating one or more control centers. So one more thing, the grid is what is the job of the grid is to it interconnects the different generating sources, generating stations, and it will maintain the voltage plus or minus rated voltage, and it maintains the frequency. Just have a look of total power system, grid system. First I told you the we have a when we call the power system, it can divide it to the and generation section, transmission and distribution. So here this is the generating station. This is the generating station. Then generating station to step up transformer used to the step up. The next is the transmission line. Here we have a different ratings of transmission. The 765 kilowatt is the highest one. The 500 kV, 345, 230 and 138. Here the transmission customer, if you want to take a 138 or 230 kV, you can take it from the middle. The leftover one is a distribution. Here the transmission line to the distribution, we are stepping down the voltage. Then this is the whole is the distribution. Here sub transmission customer 26 kV and 69 kV, primary customer and secondary customer, the 240 volts or 230 volts are the household purposes. This is the distribution. This is the whole picture of the our power grid or electrical grid or power system, transmission to distribution. Just the next we will move for what is the electrical grid components. Already I told you the generation, transmission, distribution. Generation side thermal stations or hydro stations, nuclear and renewable energy sources like PV or wind, few more, the biomass or everything. Transmission side we know that HVAC and HVDC. And distribution side we have AC and DC. Now in India we are moving with the AC only. The world is towards going for the DC now. Then consumers are industrial, commercial and domestic. Commercial means educational institutions or hospitals or shopping malls, those comes in a commercial. Domestic is household. So this is the vertical structure. Starts from the power starts from generation, transmission and distribution. It comes to the consumer. This is the whole picture of the electrical grid. This is the just brush up to the electrical grid. So next we will see the what is history. History of the power grid is, first the Thomas Edison, he is the father of direct current distribution. He is invented the direct current. So Nikola Tesla, he is introduced the alternative current. Alternative current means this is alternating to the DC, so that's why he named as alternating current distribution. For the direct current distribution, they have a limitation is like it can the distribution can use for only for smaller area to limit, to avoid that limitation. So Nikola Tesla came with alternating current. It can use for the long distance also. So the Tesla inventions for the long distance AC distribution were commercialized in competition against the Thomas Edison short distance distribution system, and it succeeded. Then the one more is Sir Adam Beck. He's introduced the Ontario electrical power system. That means he developed the total three things, like the generation to the from generating station to the customer side, the generation to the load. He made one electrical power system. He started his first electrical power system in Ontario City. The picture of what is history of power grid. Then we'll move for what about Indian power grid. Just see the what is Indian evolution of Indian national grid. In earlier 1960s, the grid is managing the regional grids. Like we have previously, we have a regional grids. So the grid is managing regional grids. What they did, the state grids were interconnected to form a regional grids, where we have a small state grids that are we are interconnected to the regional grids. Around we have a 5 regional grids. Those are northern and eastern and western and northeastern and southern region. These are the 5 regional grids. Then in October 1991, they combined the northeastern grid and eastern grids. They interconnected the northern eastern grid and eastern grid. Next, in March 2003, they added a western grid to the northeastern and eastern grid. So these 3 are interconnected March 2003. And August 2006, they added a north grid to these 3. That means the north and western and eastern and northeastern grids are interconnected in August 2006. 31st December 2013, the Indian government is announced one nation, one grid, one frequency. What they did, the southern part before December 2030, the southern region is not connected to the remaining north and east and west. So on 31st December 2013, the southern region also, the southern grid also connected to the north and east and northeast grids. So on the 31st December, the Indian government announced, now we are one nation, one grid, one frequency. Okay, this is the evolution of Indian national grid. So these are the little basics. So here one more important point is on they interconnected the southern part to the remaining by using 765 kV Raichur and Solapur transmission line. the Raichur is located in Karnataka and Solapur is located in Maharashtra. So they connected the southern part to the remaining grade. So they came with a one nation, one grade and one frequency. Now we have a one grade. That is the brush up points for this one.